Take it away.
Hello. So for our 61B Project 3 game, we decided to create a game that was inspired by Among Us. Some of the game mechanics, such as the required features, include like the primary and secondary features. So for our primary feature, we created like light sources that can be turned on and off, aka toggled by pressing the key T. And then our secondary feature is like adding support for the mouse clicks on the main menu for anything that can be done with a key press on the main menu as well. So here are some of the win-loss conditions. So for winning, all you have to do is turn on all the lights before the imposter tracks you down and kills you. The game initially starts with all the lights turned off, so you have to personally go travel throughout the whole world and turn on all the lights. Or you can accurately identify and eject the imposter. And how to lose is the imposter kills all the crewmates and kills you as well. The extra credit feature from spec number 1 is that we added portals to our world, which teleport the avatar. The extra credit feature from the spec, which is another feature we added, is the animations for ejecting players and then being killed. Our first creative mechanic is engineering a search algorithm for the imposter, aka the murderer, that kills all the crewmates, starting with the nearest moving non-player character, which is also considered a crewmate. We also developed an algorithm so that the imposter goes after the avatar, aka the user, after the imposter finishes killing all the non-player characters, aka the crewmates. Our third creative mechanic is developing a method of winning the game if the avatar ejects the imposter. Our fourth creative mechanic is creating a function of ejecting the non-player characters if they are in your way or if you suspect them as the murderer. And our last but not least creative mechanic is the non-player characters, which are characters that are not the avatar, and they have functionalities such as moving around in the game.
Cool. So that's all of our slides. Let's get into a quick demo. Here's the game. So on the main menu, you can choose to start a new game, which is a randomly generated world. You can load a previous game or you can quit the game. And you can do these here by typing the corresponding keypad number, or you can also just click it. So I'm gonna enter a random integer. So here it goes over a little bit about how to play the game again, which we already talked about. So we won't go into that. Here are some possible actions. So you're using the WSAD, kind of like in most even like mobile games that uses these to go up, down, left, and right. If you hover your mouse over a specific tile, it will tell you what type of tile it is. If you press R when you're on a portal, it will be teleported randomly to somewhere on the walkable world. If you press T, you can toggle the light, either on and off when you're on top of the light. When you're nearby a crewmate, you can press E to eject them. And if you press colon and then Q, you will save and quit the game. All the other keys are invalid. All right, so here's the game. So first of all, you can move around. And as you can see, every time the avatar, you make a move, all the other non-player character will make a move, and any of these could be, so the @ sign is the avatar, which is you, and all the other and signs are just either imposter or crewmates, and you can't tell who they are just by looking at them. So let's see if I move close and if I go on top of a portal, the instruction come up says press R to teleport. So when I press R, I got teleported all the way to the right, on top of the screen. So now let me turn on the light, and then I can turn it back off. I'll turn it back on again. So it seems like there's like 4 non-player character all moving around here. And you can see, if you can observe, it seems like one of the characters trying to kill others. So I suspect that is our imposter. So you can move and try to go hunt the imposter now. And when you're within the kill range, or eject range of your avatar character, it will show up as an instruction. So, as you can see, it says press E to eject the nearby crewmate, which in this case, I identified it as a imposter. When I press E, that was the imposter. 0 imposter remains, and we won the game. So that is one of the winning method. Exit the game, and let's try something else. Screen. So this time I will try to demo how to turn on the lights. Maybe I can turn on all of the lights potentially before the imposter kills everybody. So I identified the imposter, but I'm not going to kill him just yet. All of the crewmates are also moving based on a random search algorithm. So there's a random position, basically. Oh, I got killed. I'll try to start a new game again. As what I was saying, all of the non-player characters, including crewmates, are running based on a search algorithm, and it's randomly picking a reachable position and finding the shortest path over to that tile. So here, let me see if I can eject a friendly. That was a friendly fire. Imposter did not get ejected. I ejected people on my own team, and the game continues. As you can see, this game actually has a lot of strategy that goes into it. Since it's not a continuous game, it's more like a chess game where you can think and decide what you want to do based on.
Right. And like knowing like when to use the portal, because like whenever you go through a portal, it's like a randomized chance of like not knowing where you're going to end up. So you might, if you have like 1 or 2 lights to go, like you might, and you use a portal, you might end up like in a room that's like far away from like the lights you need to turn on, or like, you know, rooms that you've already turned the light on. So like you might just be like, you're taking a chance on like whether like you can end up in a room where you like still have to turn on a light.
So I just teleported not too far away, which is not what I want. But basically, I will be going over here, try to turn on this light. I have 1 more light left. I realize I'm on the other side of the map, so I probably cannot win trying to cut over to over the imposter, so I will try teleport, which gave me a reasonably position.
You can try the portal right there.
I don't need to, because the imposter basically has to follow me step by step, and it will not be able to catch me before I reaches the light.
Oh, there we go.
So here we won the game, and that's the game. There's a lot of strategies that goes into it, and thanks for watching this presentation.